Ready? Go!
Bobsled Run is one of the longest minigames in the first and second Mario parties. Played normally, Bobsled Run takes about 60 seconds in Mario Party 1 and 70 seconds in Mario Party 2. It's a fun ride, but for those seeking to play through Mario Party boards quickly, getting Bobsled Run picked as the minigame can be unfortunate given its above-average completion time. Fortunately, a strategy first recorded by Simon and used by a handful of players since can achieve a draw that saves up to 35 seconds in Mario Party 1 and up to 45 seconds in Mario Party 2. This guide covers all strategies necessary to turn one of Mario Party's longest minigames into one of average or much shorter length. This is the Bobsled Run Quick Draw. Let's start with the Bobsled Run from the original. For this demonstration, I have all CPUs set to normal. We'll discuss differences with easy and hard CPUs in a moment. In a nutshell, the strategy is to have a small lead over the opposing team just before the first gap jump, then obstruct your opponents until their speed is completely diminished so that they fall into the void. Push off quickly and gain a little bit of ground on the other team, but don't get too far ahead. Stay within the opposing team's line of sight all the way up until the second left-hand turn. Upon entering the turn, hold all the way down on the control stick, staying slightly right of center. The CPUs will approach from the same angle and bump right into the back of the sled. Keep holding down, and slowly you'll take out all of their momentum, and keep doing that until you reach the gap. Best case scenario, you'll fall into the void along with the CPUs, leading to a draw in less than 30 seconds. If you're still on the track after eliminating the CPUs, then the final step is to fall into a gap along the side. There is an early one after the gap jump, but I wouldn't recommend going for it. The next available gap is before the second boost into the cavern. Ride the first boost until you reach this part of the left wall just before the right-hand turn. Then hold right all the way to fall into the gap. A safer approach is to pump a down and right angle to gradually drift before holding right to fall in. Overall, this approach saves over 20 seconds compared to normal play. Failing that, the next gap is a short distance away and is fairly simple to fall into. Jumping off here saves 10 to 15 seconds over a normal completion. If you fail to kill off the CPUs on the gap jump, I recommend playing the rest of the minigame normally. It is possible to ram the CPUs off, but I couldn't find a consistent setup for it. On the easy CPU difficulty setting, you have to take it very slowly, even braking at times, to stay within the other team's line of sight. Once you reach the second left turn, the same strategies from before can be applied. Hard CPUs are much more difficult and less consistent to kill off. The positioning required is more precise, and you must hold all the way down without wobbling from side to side to slow them sufficiently before the gap. It doesn't appear possible to get the fast simultaneous kill on hard, so just follow the previous methods for jumping off to the side. Let's talk about the Mario Party 2 version now. This version of the Bobsled Run Quick Draw is overall easier, more consistent, and comes with a backup. The approach is similar, with some slight differences. Once again, you need to build up a small lead over the opposing CPU team. There's a boost on the track roughly 11 seconds in, so a small optimization with easy and normal level CPUs is to brake and interfere with their path, which slightly guides them into the boost. Following this left turn is a long straightaway that leads to the first gap jump. The CPUs always approach this gap from the left. Hold the control stick all the way down, or bump the wall along the straightaway to slow down and keep a left of center position. That way, you can obstruct the CPUs, and then keep holding down to take out all of their speed and fall into the void. If you didn't fall into the void, quickly hold left to jump off in this small gap. If you missed that, there's another larger gap a short distance away on the left. If you fail to take out the CPUs, there's a second gap jump roughly 50 seconds into the course. This one is a little harder to do, but the basic idea is to remain close to the opponents all the way up until this turn, then brake hard, position yourself slightly left of center to catch the other team, hold all the way down on the control stick to take away their speed, and then jump off to the side. This saves 15 seconds over normal play. Unfortunately, due to extensive physics changes, the quick draw strategy does not appear to be possible on the Mario Party Superstars edition. Anyway, if you're playing Mario Party and you want a quick end to Bobsled Run, or if you just want to pull off a cool technique, feel free to try it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.